What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Sick Eric Tech, and today we're going to be going on over 13, I believe it's 13 tips and tricks for the Samsung Galaxy S24, S24 Plus, which is what we got here, and the S24 Ultra. Now, you probably already know about these, so we're going to go over them anyways, just in case the few of you out there do not know about these. Well, then there you go. If this is your first time here, welcome to Sick Eric Tech. I really highly appreciate you guys checking out the channel and subscribing if you want to see more videos just like this and you like what you see on all my other videos. So let's go ahead and get started. So make a list off of my Google Keeps. We're going to do always on display in auto mode. And the thing that this helps is going to be saving battery. So if you go into your display settings, and if you scroll all the way down to always on display, now here are your options right here. So you want to go into when to show in your display settings, and you're going to click on auto. Now what this does is if your phone is in your pocket or it's nighttime and you're in a dark room, your always on display will not show. It completely shut off and save a little bit more battery. You always have always tap to show as scheduled or for new notifications. So switching it to auto definitely helps out a lot. It'll stay completely off, especially overnight when you're not looking at your device. Second on the list is going to customize your lock screen and always on display with the clock and your widgets and your colors. So when you're on your lock screen, so say we turn off your device and unlock it and long press, it should automatically go into your settings. So it'll take you here, and here you can customize everything. When it comes down to your clock, you click on your clock, it gives you several different options for what type of clock. You can resize these if you want to make them smaller or bigger. You could choose different ones. You could resize them, of course, and you could also choose from your fonts. So you get like a whole bunch of different fonts on here that you could customize your clock. And personally, I really do like these two right here. You could also download more if you want to download some more fonts for your clocks. So when you're done with that, and you could also adjust your color down here. If you want to go by palette, you could adjust your colors of your clocks, or just keep it to where it'll be on auto, which means it'll go by your wallpaper. And from here, you could also add widgets to your lock screen. So if you click right here to this bottom portion, you could add some widgets. So you get 2 widgets for battery life. You get a battery status circle, and you also get battery status list. Now this will give you battery status. So if you have a smartwatch paired to your smartphone or Bluetooth headphones, they will show up on this list showing battery percentage for each one of those. So that is pretty cool. Go into calendar, you get 2 calendars, upcoming events. Go into clock, you get alarm, so you only get 1 for that. You get reminders, 2 for reminders. Samsung Health, you get 2 daily activity graph and daily activity charts. You go on over to weather, and you get 7 weather options on here. As you can see, I do have a moon phase on here just because I think it looks cool. You have current temperature, UV, precipitation, AQI, sunrise and sunset, and current temp and weather. So you have all these different options to do. You can move these around if you want to move these around as well. You can do that, and you also get your lock screen right here. You could also add some text at the bottoms. For me, I just added Sick Eric Tech, and you could also change your shortcuts on your lock screen as well if you want to do that. And then you come up here, you can change your wallpapers and customize it. And the thing with all of this is this will carry on over to your always on display. So now you have widgets on your always on display and your customized clock and things like that. So very nice for customizing your lock screen and you're always on display. Now going on over to display settings, we do have some new display settings on here ever since this last couple of updates. So when you first get your device, especially the Plus, S24 Plus and the S24 Ultra, when you first get your device is going to be, no surprise here, it's going to be at full HD plus. You're going to want to switch that to QHD plus to give yourself a higher resolution. You do not have these options on the regular S24. And now when you go into Screen Vivid, you're going to want to click on Vivid and you're going to go into Advanced Settings. And now you have the vividness slider to where you could adjust your saturation on all your colors on your display. So you get default, and then you get the middle ground, and you get extreme vividness right here. So this will give you very punchy colors on your wallpapers and your pictures and things like that. So that is fantastic. Samsung just added that on there. So that is really, really cool. You can also go natural if you want to go natural, but this is a new setting and it's fantastic. I usually keep it in the middle ground, which is around what it was on the S23. If you go further, it's how it was on the S21. And if you go back into your adaptive brightness, so this is a way to take advantage of this bright ass display. This display is like 2600 nit. It gets extremely bright, especially outdoors. And if you want to take advantage of that brightness, you're going to want to click on the adaptive brightness. Now what this does is this will boost up the brightness, especially when you're outdoors, as you can see right there, all the way up. This is the full brightest this phone can get. And if you have this setting on there, it will go up to the full brightness, especially when you're outside in the direct sunlight. And this helps a lot. No issues seeing this phone in the direct sunlight. It is a beauty to look at, especially outside. So make sure you click on adaptive brightness to give yourself that extra bump in brightness when you need it. So next on the list is going to be Smart Suggestions widget. So this is a nice fun widget that I added to my home screen, which is going to be this one right here. When you click on it, you have Smart Suggestions. You can create a stack, or you go into settings, and this is what the widget would look like. You could exclude apps that you want to appear right up here front and center. These are going to be your most used apps that you use are all going to be right here. You get a notification access too. If you want notifications to pop up on here, say like text messages and things like that, they will pop up on here as well until you go in there and you read them. And as you can see, notifications is going to be allowed, and you can adjust the transparency. So if you want it to be completely solid or completely see-through, you can do that as well. And you can also match it to dark mode if you want to do that, to change it from black to white. I just keep the transparency all the way down. And this is very nice because this makes it easier to go whatever apps you use the most. Say like I've been on YouTube and Facebook and things like that. These are going to be front and center rather than having to go in, look for the app, or even go into your recents and look for the app like that. This is a lot easier, and it sort of has everything front and center ready for you to go, depending on your usage of what app you recently just used. Really nice. I just started using that on here. So another thing is going to be the notification category. So this apparently came off by default. When you go into your settings and you go into notifications, you scroll all down to advanced settings, and then you're going to go down to manage notification categories for each app. Apparently this was turned off. A lot of people were very upset by that. So if you go in here and you click this on, now this gives you the option to go to your apps individually. So if I were to go into, say, YouTube and go up here to the application and go into notifications, now we have notification categories to customize each and every category that you want to get a notification for. Say you don't want to get subscription notifications, you could turn that off. If you don't want live streams, you could turn that off, etc. You could go into each category for each and every app to have those notifications, or turn them off if you don't want them at all. You could also, customize them to your alert, your sound, vibrate, show and lock screen, etc. You guys know the drill about notifications. This way, you're getting your notification categories back, and you can configure them in each separate app rather than just across the whole device. You can go into each app and customize your notifications. So that's a nice way to get that feature back. So another oldie but a goodie is going to be developer options, and that is going to be increase your animation speeds. So as you can see, my animations are pretty normal on here. So it's very nice and smooth, as you can see right there. Not the quickest in the world, but they look very good when it comes down to animations. Well, there's an option to go into your developer options. What you're going to go into first to activate developer options is going to be about phone. You're going to go into software, and you're going to go to build number, and you're going to click this about 7 times, and this will unlock developer options. Of course, you guys probably already know that. And then now you're going to have this separate feature down here, and you're going to scroll all the way down till you get down to your animation speeds, which is window animation, transition animation, and animator duration. And you're going to click all of these to 0.5 if you want to have snappier, quicker animations. And now, as you can see right there, things are a little bit faster when it comes down to the animations, yet you can still see them and they still look fantastic, but things are just going to be a little bit more faster and not as drawn out for all those animations if you want to do that. Now we're going to go on over to an app that you can download for your device, and this is going to be AOD Notify. And essentially what this does is just gives you a notification light around your camera ring. And this is on the Google Play Store. You can go on here and download it, and you do have options for free stuff, and you can pay $4.99 to unlock some other stuff. But right now I'm just using the free version because I really don't need it to do any more than what I wanted to do. So if we click on here, we get notifications to go around your camera, which is fantastic. So as you can see right there, a little ring will come around your camera to notify you when you have notifications. Now this works when your device is off, and you'll be able to see it. As you can see right there, when the device is off, you can still see that notification, and it will go by different colors of your apps. So if you click on notifications right here, you get more options. You can select which apps you want to be notified with this, and you can select battery stuff if you want to. So when you're charging the phone, or when the phone is fully charged, you could have a notification pop up as well. And you could customize a notification light. You could change the style of it to do camera edge. You could show an LED dot on the status bar to give you that old school notification dot or LED on there. You can do camera edge, LED dot, or fingerprint sensor. If you want your fingerprint sensor to light up, you can do that as well. It'll show a circle around your fingerprint sensor. You could change the effects and the animations to eclipse. You could do eclipse lighting. As you can see, it changes the animation of that glow. You could do just a regular blink if you want, which is pretty cool, as you can see right there. The options are completely endless when it comes down to this notification light. And if you want to go pro, I believe it is $4.99 on here, so that's really, really cool. And you can also download Dynamic Island if you want to do the, further more stuff on there as well. So a fantastic app to give you another notification light on there and to further customize your device. So the next thing is going to be AI photo editor. So say you go into a photo, and we're going to go ahead and just pick any photo on here. Here's a photo of myself. So if you swipe up, this will give you options for background blur, erase reflections, or remaster. And if you click on remaster, this will clean up your photo, either brighten it or make it a little bit more pleasing. As you can see right here, we got that haze. And now when you remaster it, that haze just goes completely away and makes everything look a little bit more better and clearer on there. So you get that option, which is fantastic. And you could also do background blur. So if you want to make this picture a portrait picture, you can do that too, and you could adjust the strength on here to make it completely portrait. Even though you didn't take it in portrait mode, you can make it completely portrait. So that's fantastic that you have these options on there. So another thing that's going to be really cool on here is going to be slow motion video. So say you got a video right here, you long press on it, and it's going to slow down the video completely and give you automatic slow motion video. Even though it was not filmed in slow-mo, it's going to add those missing frames and slow everything down, which is really, really cool and gives you an effect. And you could also edit it and make a portion of your video in slow motion, even though you did not record in slow motion. So that's fantastic. You could do things like that. You could also do stuff like object removal. You could go in and long press on stuff and remove people in the background and move people around, which is really cool. So yeah, different options that you could do with that AI photo editor. So the next several things are going to be in Goodlock. So if you do not know what Goodlock is, it's going to be in your store, which is Galaxy Store. And you're just pretty much going to go in here and download Goodlock. And once you install this, this gives you a bunch of different modules that you could use to customize your device. And we're going to go on over some of these modules that I use to customize my device. So when you go into Goodlock and install it, you have all these different options on here. So the first one we're going to go into is going to be camera assistant. So when you go into Goodlock, you're going to go down over here. You're going to go to Life Up and go into camera assistant. Now another way you could get to camera assistant is if you go into your camera settings and scroll down, you're going to see camera assistant in your actual camera settings, and this gives you a whole bunch of different options for your camera. This will give you your 2x crop zoom shortcut. So if you click this off, your phone comes default with just 0.6, 1x, and 3 when you're shooting pictures. And when you turn this on, now when you go into here, now you're given this 2x option to zoom in 2x, 1 time, 2, and 3. So that's really cool that gives you that different option on there. You also have options for auto HDR, which is fantastic. Auto lens switching, distortion. So the lens switching is let the camera pick the best lens based on the zoom, lighting, and distance to the subject. That works very well. You get high resolution settings if you want to use adaptive pixel or upscaling. If you go down to quick tap shutter, you can take pictures as soon as you tap the shutter. An extra picture will also be taken when you swipe or hold the shutter, so that's really, really nice. And then another option for this is going to be video recording in photo mode. So when you have this off by default and you go into your camera and you long press on your shutter button, you're just taking a picture. And when you click this on, which is the video recording in photo mode, now when you go into camera and you long press, it'll start recording, and once you let go, it'll stop recording. If you want to continue recording, you swipe up and you see a little lock, and that will lock it into until you actually stop recording video. So that's another cool option that you could do and that the camera assistant gives you. So that's really, really cool. You also have other options like shooting methods and things like that. You go on over here, you get a whole bunch of different audio monitoring. So what this does is you turn this on. If you have some Bluetooth headphones and you're recording, you can hear your audio through your headphones, which is really nice and gives you much more idea of how your audio is going to sound when you're recording video. So that is a very useful option when you connect your Bluetooth headphones or wired headphones. If you have USB Type-C and you start recording video, you could use them as a monitor to understand and to give you an idea of how your audio is sounding. So that's a really nice option for audio monitoring for this. So very nice. Camera assistant in your Goodlock. Check it out. Another option is going to be the Goodlock again. Is going to be Quickstar. So when you go into your Goodlock app and you go into Quickstar, which is going to be in your makeup area, and you go down to Quickstar and you could install this. This will let you style your quick panel, which is all your toggles up here and things like that. So if you want to style your own quick panel with colors, you can do so. I personally just keep it as is. And when I go into here, you can change the grid of your panel. So when your phone comes to you, it's going to look like this. You get a row of 4 toggles on your quick panel. But when you click this option, you can increase that to more. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows of quick toggles on here, and this gives you more space to work with your quick panel. So that's fantastic. You could also adjust your quick axis, which is when you swipe down on one side, you get all your toggles and everything. When you swipe down on the other side, you get just your notifications. And with this swiper, you can adjust exactly where you want to swipe down. If you want it right in the middle, you could adjust that. So anywhere on this side, you get this. Anywhere on this side, you get your notifications. Or you can do it all the way to the edge. That way, just over here, you get all your quick toggles, and all of this area is going to be your notifications. So that's really, really cool. You can also apply your color palette to your notification icons, which is really nice and makes everything look a little bit more nicer. So another cool thing is going to be nav bar. So another Goodlock feature is going to be nav bar. So you go into your Goodlock section over here, and you go into nav bar and download that. this will give you the option to hide your gesture hint down here at the bottom. Samsung took that away and then added it in the Goodlock app of Navstar. So that is really nice that you have this option. So this is how it looks with your gesture. You can't see it at the bottom. When you go onto here, you get enable extra gesture settings. So when you enable that, and now when you go into your settings, you go into display and scroll all the way down to navigation bar, you hit more. Now this will say gesture hint, show where the gesture swipe up for navigation gestures. And when you click this off, this will go away, and this gives you a little bit more real estate down here at the bottom to where you don't have that on there. And the cool thing is that your circle to tap still works if you want to use that on there. So very nice that you have that option to go back in there and erase that part. If you want to, you could also customize your arrow. So as you can see right here, arrow has a little bit of red in there. You can customize the color of your arrow and the background of that circle too, to customize how that looks. And you also get other options for back gesture sensitivity and things like that. Handle, gesture handle, if you want to customize that, if you have it on there. You could also customize your buttons, but who the hell uses buttons nowadays? So another cool thing is going to be edge lighting. So if you go into your settings and you go into Goodlock and you click on edge lighting, which is going to be down here, this will give you a whole bunch of different options for your notifications when you get new notifications in. And what you're going to want to do is make sure that this is clicked on, set on custom. As you can see right here, we got water drops on here. You could also pick a picture if you want, or anything that you want on here, and have that as your notifications. You could choose the effect. You could choose the color. If you want your auto color on there, you can make it either way. And you could go to advanced to see the size, if you want it very small, large, or medium. As you can see right here, very large gives you a whole bunch of different options. Let's go ahead and turn that off to very small. And then you go into period, short, you got medium, and you have long. So this will do the speed of things. And then you go into amount. You could do very few, or you could do very many as far as the amount. You could also have a rotation on here to where you could do a strong rotation. As you can see, things are starting to rotate on there. And this is really nice. You could do clouds. You could do a whole bunch of different options when it comes down to it. You could have them just go around the screen. You could have them as stars. Really, really nice. So many different options for this. So every time you get a notification, you'll have this on there. And what I like to do is show app icon instead. So now if I get a message, it'll show the message icon going across with whoever is messaging me. So that's really nice. And you have other options on here as well to fully customize that setting. So the last on the list is going to be custom icons across your whole device. And again, using Goodlock, we're going to go into Goodlock and you're going to download Theme Park. So when you go into Theme Park, you're going to click on icon, and this will give you options to add your own icons. So if you were going to your Play Store and download your favorite icon set, you can do so and download whatever you want. For me, I have Dark Pixel already downloaded on my device. And once you're done downloading that, you're going to go back in here and you're going to hit Create New. And up here, you're going to have the option for icon packs. So you're going to click on that. And as you can see right here, I have Pixel Dark icons. And you're going to click on that. And this will let you use that icon pack that you downloaded. You could also create the shape of it if you want, if you still want to keep everything square or whatever. Personally, I like everything circular. And for the background of each icon, you could do tray color and just have everything black if you want. That way it all looks the same. And then once you're done with that, you're going to hit download, give your icon pack a name. And then once you're done with that, you're going to have the option to change your icons and to set that and apply. And then once you're done with that, you're going to see it up here to where it shows whatever icon you created. You're going to click on it and you're going to hit reapply or apply. And this will change your icons across your whole apps everywhere. Your icons are now changed and you could use whatever icon pack you like, which is fantastic. You don't have no more of those boring Samsung icons. So as far as tips and tricks, that's all I got for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down, and I will see you next time here on Sick Eric Tech. Peace.